The epic Desert Perpetual contest raid race had cheaters in it. No surprise there, of course, because the normal version of the Desert Perpetual contest had 70% of cheaters. But now that we've had the new epic version of this, a lot of people were wondering, after Bungie issued all of these bans, would there be any cheaters on the leaderboards once more? Or at least if there are, how much less cheating would we see? So let's dive into it. The API has finally been released just now, so we're able to dive in and see exactly who cheated their clears during the contest mode. The first one that pops up that's frankly the most obvious without having to go through and manually inspect every single person is in placement number 20 here, you have Rupert and Frank Yu who duoed it, which is just impossible in contest. No one is that good. You could not possibly pull off the damage to do that. So you have them cheating there. And if you want confirmation that they're cheating, they're actually also here in place number 27 as well. So they cleared it once, and then after 11 hours and 20 minutes, and then literally 24 minutes later, they re-cleared it. Duo, right? Yeah. And if that wasn't enough evidence for you to be convinced that these guys are cheating, they actually went into the normal version of the epic. Now we're getting kind of confused here, right? So let me go ahead and break it down for you, right? Desert Perpetual is the raid itself, all right? And then in Desert Perpetual, there's two different difficulties. There's the normal version, which is the one that had 70% cheaters, and then there's the epic version. And then on top of those each have their own 48-hour contest. So it basically creates 4 categories. I know it's getting a bit complex, convoluted, but when we look at the normal version of the epic raid, which is the non-contest version, these two guys literally got worlds first. We got Rupert here and Frank Yu, and they took this guy with them, John Taken. John Taken. All right, so when we look up the stats for Frank Yu here, you can see he's on a fresh account. Clearing the raid at 46 power is pretty impressive, especially when it was, I believe you needed a 300 power requirement. So these guys are out here doing it in contest flawlessly while 250 power underleveled. Pretty impressive stuff here. I mean, they're either cheating or they're literally just the fucking goats, okay? We should create a whole new belt for them if they weren't cheating, right? And I'm joking, of course. It's pretty obvious they're cheating. In fact, when you look at their stats, they didn't just flawless duo it one time. They did it twice. Every time that has a star is a flawless. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 consecutive flawless duos without failing, right? So we're talking about a legendary run. They flawless duoed it, re-queued, flawless duo, re-queued, re-queued, re-queued 10 consecutive times. Pretty good stuff, okay? Even the sweatiest PV players would be jealous of this. That wasn't the end of it, though. They had many, many more flawless duos throughout the day. So how are they able to constantly get in the game and fly through this activity, clearing it in like 8 minutes without getting banned? I don't know. I really see stuff like this and I think to myself, what the hell does Bungie's anti-cheat system even do if people are able to get in here and clear 22 times? Now, how problematic is this for the big picture of Destiny 2? Well, it may seem like it's not that big a deal, but what we have noticed and what we covered previously is that a lot of these cheaters actually go onto like eBay and create these like black market listings where they let people pay them up to like $400 and then they clear the raid for them, getting people to contest mode. Now, not nearly as many people are going to be interested in doing that this time around after the last time when everyone got exposed. Like we went through the entire list, not just, I don't mean me, I mean just the whole Destiny 2 community went through the whole list of the contest raid here, and every single person that played with a cheater was exposed publicly, okay? Not by Bungie, all right, just by the community. Everyone wanted to know the list of like who is out here intentionally playing with these damn cheaters. And, it was pretty embarrassing. The Destiny 2 community, we can be a bit savage at times, right? It could even be perceived as witch hunting to a certain degree, right? But we're kind of tired of the cheating in the game. We're tired of matching these cheaters in trials. We're tired of people achieving and accomplishing things that, we struggle to do legitimately. And people using that workaround and using those cheats and purchasing them and it being allowed for so long. So I'm sure we won't see as nearly as many cheaters as the first time around. It'll probably be just a handful or maybe a dozen at most, right? And we definitely won't see as many people playing with cheaters, but these two guys are absolutely hilarious here. We got Frank Yu with 22 clears. Look at all those flawlesses. We got John Taken here. Look, he was a part of all these flawless. He got like 10 flawless duos himself. We got Rupert here. They got 3 clears, and one of them was flawless. So pretty insane stuff. You can see they've also played Crota's End, recent raids. They also jumped into Vault of Glass with their cheats. They did a flawless Vault of Glass in 28 minutes, jumping into King's Fall with their cheats, you know? It doesn't affect players as much when you're doing it solo or duo, like you're not farming up loot for other people, I guess, or exploiting black market stuff. I don't even know what the hell the point of this is at a certain point, right? Like, why are we even, we're just using cheats. We're just fucking around in the game and using cheats for fun at this point, really. Like, this guy has 448 King's Fall runs. Wow. Hard cheating in Destiny 2 and 448 King's Fall runs is kind of crazy. He even has a bunch of crown runs. This guy's account is, he's got runs going all the way back to Leviathan. Sometimes these accounts are purchased as well. So like, it may seem like they're a player that's, you know, a long storied player, but they just, people go on eBay and sell their accounts, and then others log in and buy them, and then log in and start doing some crazy cheating like this. But that's just one team, right? So this is the list from World's First, which is Salt DeGrepo and his team that legitimately got World's First, all right? You know, we're not accusing them of using any sort of cheats. It's obvious they didn't cheat. They streamed their gameplay. Bungie confirmed that their clear was legit, right? And then you scroll down through here and you'll start to see a lot of familiar names from the sweaty PV crowd in these contest raids. And there will be many, many more cheaters exposed, I'm sure, as well. How many people got through it in the first 24 hours? In the first 24 hours alone, there was exactly 217 teams that made it through, according to the API. 217. In terms of the first 48 hours, it looks like we had 727 teams make it successfully through. 727. Let me know what you think about the cheaters once again clearing contest mode. And I find it interesting that Bungie even publishes the API without just removing them. Like, it's pretty obvious, you know, when you do it. And we'll see what other teams Bungie may have removed previously, because, you know, it's always strange when you like look at these third-party sites and like, obviously Salt DeGrepo got World's First, but if cheaters cleared above World's First and they're listed on the API, Bungie just chooses to remove their names off of the list before publishing it or allowing third-party sites to publish it. So we'll see how many actually cleared well before Salt DeGrepo and his team. Once we get that information, I'm sure we're going to get some new info from Raid Hub and other third-party sites. And when we do, we'll bring you a follow-up video and we'll get you an exact count of how many people cheated in Destiny 2 Epic Contest, Desert Perpetual, World's First. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel, smash the like button, and we'll see you in the next one. Later. If you enjoyed this video, then click on the screen here to watch another one from this channel. And don't forget that we're doing a monthly emblem giveaway for anyone that is subscribed with notifications on, likes, and comments on the video. We'll be scrolling through all the comments, picking random winners. So best of luck to you out there, and we appreciate you watching. See you in the next one.